So take a look, guys. I'm here at the DAX, and looking at it, I clearly see that this looks like a possible flat, right? We have a sharp move down here, followed by this and another sharp move. This could potentially be a flat, which is why I have been bull biased towards DAX, right? Because a possible break could happen. So let's dive in on the 4-hour. Let's see if you could have taken advantage of this up move that has happened here. So let's begin with looking at these VWAPs. I have plotted in two anchor VWAPs. One from here, the beginning of this down move, and one from this impulse here. These two VWAPs clearly show me the trends on the different time frames, and they serve as key areas that when price is near these levels, I will relook at the structure and my positions, and then update plus adapt my positions if needed. So you can see here that right here, let's go to the 1-hour, price actually bounced off this VWAP right around it, then came up to it, down, came down here. You clearly see that the sellers were in control. And let's take a look at the variables here. So our directional bias is up, we're bullish. Here on the 1-hour we have a move up and a corrective structure. Let's just take a look at this corrective structure. Let's do this like that. So what do we know? That when we have an impulse, some kind of corrective structure, right? Some kind of pattern, the next possible play would be another impulse. This is just how the market moves. An impulse is correction, impulse is correction, impulse is correction, and so on. So we are looking for a move up. Then I take a look at these areas here. I've marked two areas. Why? Because I took a look at the volume. I took a look at how and where the volume was last week. I did this by using volume profile. Give me a sec. Volume profile. Look at this. So you clearly see that here price bounced from this area, and this is where most of the volume was on this day last week. And here high volume areas as well. So I mark these two areas, not just because this, look at this, like support is a support area because price was here, but because I noticed that it was a high volume area, a key area. At the same time, I have this VWAP here plotted from the beginning of the up move. So looking at this, I was thinking to myself, if this is a corrective pattern like impulse and a pattern, and then we're gonna go up. If this is a flat structure, then I'm gonna look for it to either bounce from this area or come down and bounce from this area. That was the variables, and these were the reasonings for me looking for a trade to the upside. So let's play it out. It came down here, right? This moment you could have bought in this area, but it's a really vague reason. Just buy it because it's in this area, right? Look here, be patient, wait, see how this, like, notice how the structure will develop. We came up, just here, came up quickly. This is a buy now. Look at this, right? It's pushing up, nearing VWAP, and this VWAP is showing the daily. This is the daily intraday VWAP. So I want to see price break out of it, right? Then that will help me in giving me strength and confidence that this trade is actually working out. And at the same time, I'm also reading the structure, because look at this structure here, right? This is bullish right now. Made a high and a low high, right? So it's the beginning of an early possible trend. Play it out. Look at how it stayed at VWAP and bounced off VWAP, right? Bullish. This is indicating bullish. Cool. Moving up. Came down to VWAP again. Bounced up. Came down to VWAP. Bounced. And look at this. Notice the structure as well right now. Making higher highs and higher lows. Right? So the structure is telling us the pattern of the buyers and the sellers, the demand and supply, right? Buyers are holding prices higher. Then now price coming down again, trying to push the price down possibly, but they couldn't. Right back up. And now we are here trading at this key area, this anchor VWAP where sellers have been in control from. And look at this, we're actually going above. Right now, a clear break. See, oh, then we came down, still patient, still made a new high. We haven't made, this is our low, most recent low, right? So, good place to have stops if you're in this trade would be below here, below this area. Where is my line? There. Below this area, follow the structure. Play it out. Look. Now, look at this. This is another great time to be looking or considering an entry, because we have a possible flat in play here. See how it plays out? Another, look at this. Right here, at VWAP, at this daily VWAP, and at this red VWAP. Breaking above it. This area is another good time to enter and take a position. And this, remember, all of this, look, price went up, blah blah, but all of this is based on multiple variables, right? First, directional bias is up because there is a possible bigger, huge flat in play here. Okay, then we go down to the 4 hour. We have impulse and a possible corrective pattern right here, a flat structure. Impulse, flat, we're gonna look for another impulse. Okay, then take a look at where is all the volume, what's actually happening. We have moved down, we have some corrective structure here, and then we're coming down. We're gonna look for bounce. Where are the potential areas that structure could bounce from, right? Where could we? Well, we took a look at the volume, and this here was a high volume area. This here was a high volume area. And we have an VWAP here, anchor VWAP, where price also could have come down to. So then, with this information in mind, we then trade what happens in real time, right? We look at the structure. What is it doing? How is it developing? Well, we started to bounce in this area. So it's good, like this is a good buy spot, right? Based on the variables. Next, we look at the structure, right? We looked at how the structure was developing. We saw buyers were gaining control, higher highs, higher lows, above VWAP. VWAP, look at it. It was curving upwards now, right? Gaining strength. And then here, another bullish flat structure above and trading right at this area where sellers had been in control. So this is how I looked at the DAX, and this is my thought process when trading the DAX. I hope this provides you with some value. So if it did, subscribe and like, and thank you for watching.